Guys, it's Carolyn with Crafting with Wine, and I'm going to share another 2-page 12 by 12 scrapbook layout, and this one is a beach day. So I have started with a piece of yellow 12 by 12 cardstock, and I've inked around the edges of it in some yellow ink. Then I have 11.5 by 11.5 piece of white cardstock that I also inked around the edges of it in yellow, and I have inked around all of the edges of all of my die cuts today, and all of my die cuts are paper pieced. So the first piece I'm going to start with is a scalloped border. It's cut at 11.5 by 3.35 inches, and it comes from the Cricut cartridge Folk Art Festival. And I chose this image so it could look like clouds, and it's going to go to the top of my layout right there. And then my next image is my sand border, and it's cut at 11.5 by 2.78 inches, and it comes from the Disney cartridge, The Best of Pixar. Ugh, can't speak. This is my favorite go-to sand border. And if you've been watching my videos for a while, you know that it is because I use it all the time. And then my next image I'm going to lay down is my photo mat. My little yellow polka dot letter is cut at 6.5 by 4.5, and my little blue paper layer is cut at 6.25 by 4.25. And it will hold a 4 by 6 photo. I'm going to place it right about there. Now, the next image I'm going to lay down is my sun. My sun is cut at 5.35 by 5.37, and my sun came with clouds and some wind flourish, and I took away all the wind flourish. I did keep the clouds, but I separated everything and cut them individually. So I'm going to give you those measurements individually. Again, the sun is cut at 5.35 by 5.37, and it comes from the cartridge in Cricut Design Space Access that is Miss Kate's Cuttable Springtime. And I'm going to put it right up here. And I'll cut off the pieces that are hanging off in just a little bit. Then I have 3 clouds that I've cut. They're all 3 different sizes, and comes from the same Cricut cartridge as the sun. My large one is cut at 4.15 by 2.17. Put it right there. My medium one is cut at 3.99 by 2.08. I'll put it right over here on top of my sun rays. And then my small one is cut at 3.60 by 1.88. And I'm going to put it right about there. And see, this little scallops here still look like clouds. or at least I hope they still look like clouds. Then I have my title. My title came grouped together as one image like this, and I cut it apart to make beach an image and day an image. And my beach is cut at 5.26 by 2 inches. And my day is cut at 3.69 by 2.33. And this comes from the Cricut cartridge when I was a kid. And I'm going to lay these down flat. Actually, I think I have everything laid down flat on this layout, which is unlike me. I'm going to put beach just kissing the top of my border of my photo mat and going over my clouds. And then I'm going to place day down. And I'm going to just butt it up against the end of my border on my photo mat right there. And then I have this cute little crab, and my little crab is cut at 5.23 by 4.11, and he comes from the Cricut cartridge Create a Critter. And I'm putting a lot of adhesive on him because he's 3 layers of cardstock, and I use very thick cardstock. And I'm going to put him right down here. Right there. And then I have this little palm tree that I cut, and my palm trees, I have 3 palm trees in total, and my palm trees, did I forget to write those down? No, my palm trees, this is a small one, and then I have a medium one, and they came together as a group. And my medium and small palm trees cut together as a group was 7. I cut them at 7.72 by 5.11, and they come from the Summer Vibes Only Cricut cartridge. And this is the small one out of that small and medium. And I'm going to place him down here at an angle. I'm trying to hide the bottom of my palm tree under my crab's claw. Is what I'm trying to do. See, you can't see that he's coming out, that it doesn't go all the way down, and I'm okay with that. And then my next image is my beach ball, and it's cut at 2.91 by 3 inches, and it comes from the Cricut cartridge Miss Kate's Cuttables Splish Splash. And I'm going to place it in between the crab's little claws there, so it looks like he's bouncing it and throwing it. And then my next image is my little seagull sitting on a tree stump, or I forget what those are called when they're on the docks and beach. You know what I'm trying to say. And I doodled around it a little bit in my black glaze pen, and then I did pop his little wing up on foam tape. He's cut at 2.87 inches by 3.38 inches, and he comes from the Cricut cartridge Pack Your Bags. And I'm going to pop him right down here on the bottom. And I'm going to use my embossing buddy to take away the glue that I just put on the back of his head, because it's going to come over my photo mat, and I want to be able to tuck my photo behind him. So there we go there. And then I'm actually going to use stickers on this layout. I haven't used stickers in years on a layout. And these are the Recollections brands from Michael's stickers, and they're seashell stickers. And I love these stickers more than I loved seashells and starfish and different things that I could cut with my Cricut, because these have far more dimension and are just gorgeous. So, and they're already popped up on foam tape. So what I'm going to do is pick some of these off and just place on my layout. I'm going to put one right down here, the clamshell or scallop shell. And then I want one of these starfish stickers as well that I'm going to put down here. And I think I want one more. And anybody that knows me knows that I'm an avid seashell collector, even though I'm landlocked, because I live in Ohio. I'm landlocked, unfortunately. And I'm just going to place this little auger shell right here. So I got some little seashells on there, and it's all looking gorgeous, and I'm very happy with it at this point. So I'm going to flip it over and cut off the rays of my sunshine now that I don't need. Another piece there. And my sun still looks amazing and shining bright. So that finishes the left side of this layout. So let's go over to the right side, and same background. And I thought I already had these laid down, and obviously I did not. All the same borders as well. So let me just get a little bit of adhesive on these, get these laid down, and we'll be ready to go with the rest of the images. And then my sand border. There we go. And then I have another 4x6 photo mat. It will hold a 4x6 photo. It's actually at the largest dimension, is cut at 6.5 by 4.5. I'm going to place it right here. It's cut exactly the same. And then I have my large palm tree here, and it's cut at 6.81 by 7.30. It comes from the Summer Vibes Only cartridge. It came as a 2-pack, or as 2 images, 2 palm trees, and I sliced the small one out. That piece of extra adhesive off there, And I didn't put any adhesive on this palm leaf or this one because I know that it's going to overcome my photo mat, or come over my photo mat. So I didn't have to worry about that. And then I have my smallest palm tree that came in those. And I'm going to place it right about here. And I know that I'm going to cut some of my palm tree fronds off on this one. I'm going to place it right there. And these palm trees also came with a little sand mound that I'm also going to place down right about here. And then you can see all the different layers of the sand down there. Cute, right? And then I have 3 more of the clouds that are cut exactly the same way as the ones that I already shared. I just duplicated and cut 6 instead of 3. So now I'm going to lay these down. That one there. I'm going to put that one there. You know what? I'm going to put that one right there, but I'm going to pop it up on a piece of foam tape that I just happened to have laying there. So I'll pull the backing off of that and pop it up right there. Looks amazing so far. And then I have a fence post that I've cut out, and I actually cut out 2 of them. And the fence is cut at 5.01 by 3.87, and it comes from the Bloom cartridge. And I am going to lay down my first one flat, and on the little flowers that are coming up from the cartridge, I did, I thought I popped some of them up in foam tape, and I did not, so sorry about that. That's what I was going to tell you, and I didn't do it. Okay, so I'm going to lay that one down right there, and now I'm going to put this one down. And I'm going to put it right next to my other one. So it looks like it's one continuous piece of fencing right there. So still looking super sweet. And then I cut out a little bicycle with a basket, and this little part here that holds the chain I cut in silver glitter paper, and I also did the same thing for the handlebars. And my bike is cut at 5.95 by 3.74, and it comes from the Miss Kate's Cricut cartridge Summer. And I'm going to lay this down flat, so I'm going to need some wet glue on this. So I'm using my Ranger Multi-Medium Matte Finish. Okay, And then I'm going to put my little bike right in front of my little fence post. Right there. And I'm also going to assume this is a bike I rode to the beach, and I'm going to take out one of the conch shells here, and I'm going to put it in the basket as it's coming out of the basket of the bike, because that is so something that I would do. I'm trying to hold these spots down that I put wet glue on, so they stayed down, and because the seashells popped up on foam tape, it makes the basket on the front of the bike really stand out, and that's what I wanted it to do because it looks so dimensional. It's so freaking cute. Super cute. So let me see here. I'm going to use this set of starfish. And I'm going to put right down here. And then another little shell, and I don't know what it is. And I'm going to place it like it's laying over here off the side of the beach path in the sand. Love these seashell stickers. So, and you can see it's not laid down, so able to put my photos in there and nothing's going to be a problem. Now I'm just going to flip this over and cut off the hanging palm fronds so I can get this in my album. This was a simple and easy layout to put together. Took me no time whatsoever. Took me about 2 hours to cut out, paper piece, and ink around all the edges, and then whatever time it took me just now to film. And when I'm putting my layouts together, when I film them like I just did, it takes twice the time, if not 3/4 of the time that it would normally take me to just put my layouts together. So I hope you guys like this layout and that I've inspired you to do a beach theme like mine. And I really appreciate my subscribers, the thumbs up, and the comments. Thanks guys so much. Cheers!